The amount of electronic products discarded globally has skyrocketed, with 20 to 50 million tons generated every year. If the estimated amount of e-waste generated every year would be put into containers on a train, it would go once around the world. In the United States alone, 112,000 computers are discarded every day. Next, we take a look at where these computers go once their owners upgrade.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of old computers and mobile phones are dumped in landfills or burned in smelters. Thousands more are exported, often illegally, from Europe, United States, Japan and other industrialized countries to Asia and Africa. Rapid technology change is one of the major factors contributing to the fast-growing surplus of electronic waste around the globe. In South Africa and China, for example, it's predicted that by 2020, e-waste from old computers will have jumped by 200 to 400% from the 2007 levels, and by 500% in India. Macro and Fujitsu have teamed up against the fight on e-waste in South Africa.
About 2 years ago, Fujitsu and Macro were chatting about recycling, which was an initiative that Fujitsu had come across globally, where we've got this green initiative. And Macro decided they also wanted to actually come around doing some sort of recycling for the consumer within South Africa. And we came up with this concept of being able to offer the consumer a capability of getting rid of any type of IT hardware where people don't know where to put it at the moment. At the moment, the project is just with Macro, our biggest retailer. We have 13 of these countrywide in South Africa at every single one of the Macro stores.
From Macro, this container is taken to Desco electronic recyclers. Desco has been recycling e-waste since 1992. Desco is EWASA accredited. EWASA stands for E-Waste Association of South Africa. It was established in 2007 and is responsible in setting up an environmentally sound waste management system for all types of e-waste generated in South Africa.
At the moment, we're handling between 250 and 300 tons a month, and I'm pleased to say that figure is growing because people are becoming more aware of the need of correct recycling for electronic waste. What the public need to understand is that there are specific environmental hazards to electronic waste. Certain things have mercury in them, others have lead in them. These are toxic substances which one does not want to get any form of carbon footprint on the earth whatsoever. Whether that means to stop them from leaking into our groundwater systems, or to be breathed in, or whatever. It's very specific, and we here at Desco fight this war all the time to do things in a correct manner so that we do not have any negative environmental impact whatsoever.
Household items like fluorescent light bulbs, batteries and computer monitors all contain hazardous substances like mercury, sulfur and lead. Recent global reports indicate that electronic waste is fast becoming one of the world's leading causes of climate change. The question is, are the major corporations responsible for making these electronic goods doing their part in recycling electronic waste?
Here in South Africa, I do believe that they are committed and they're showing that commitment. We have more and more of the various brand names and manufacturers that are coming on board with us and working together with us, where we form specific service level agreements and take back projects, etc., where we get the public involved. They even offer some type of rebate to the public should they bring their old electronic equipment in. Yes, we're on that process. We're starting. It's going well. We're not up to European standard yet, but it's definitely positive.
I think it's important from a consumer perspective because great or big organizations have the opportunity to put these sorts of projects in place for the consumer, which helps from a society perspective, from a green perspective, from a recycling perspective, and from a budgetary perspective. I think it's an easier task for large organizations to be able to implement these sorts of projects.
The e-waste recycling process uses labor-intensive methods to completely disassemble and separate items into core materials and components.
We collect, we receive waste coming from different customers. We then take it into the yard, dismantle, and then in the end we end up with waste streams, identifying your plastics, your metals, copper cabling and plastics. The way that the processes work, we get mixed loads. A mixed load can have computer equipment on, there can be monitors on, there can be any type of e-waste on that. So the initial separation takes place at yard 1, cardboard is separated, plastics is separated, and then it goes into dismantling, where the finer process then takes place, where you dismantle your aluminium, your PC boards, and other stuff.
Let's hope that projects like this one by Macro and Fujitsu will be spread to countries like Kenya. In Nairobi, the resultant dumping e-waste has seen a steep rise in the number of children diagnosed with lead poisoning.